So guys, today we're talking about Kulupu network. Kulupu is built on Substrate, and it seems to be the first proof of work blockchain that's actually built on Substrate. And if you are not used to Substrate, Substrate is a framework for building blockchains. You know, if you're building blockchains, there are a lot of things that are repetitive. So right now we build a kind of framework, just like you have the Android Studio SDK or other SDK to build apps, Android apps in a very simple. That's what the Substrate is all about. Now, one of the things you should know about this Kulupu is some of the features that there is no pre-mining. Everything started from zero. Unlike Bitcoin, where some parts will be mined to some persons. It's ASIC-Resistant, so it's actually built in such a way that currently there's a centralization of mining, and you need application-specific integrated circuit machines to be able to mine this coin. So it's ASIC-Resistant because it's built on Monero's technology. Monero uses a algorithm called the random X algorithm, and anybody can mine with the CPU and all that. So there is on-chain governance. So what that means is that this is the system. So this is the governance. There are voters, and then there are councils. So it's like a representative system of government where these people in this council, or the councillors, they are actually elected, and once they are elected, they could vote on decisions. So you submit your proposals, and then voters and the councillors will vote on that proposal, and that's what we call the on-chain governance. And then with this stuff, there is no need to actually fork the system. Why? Because that does not mean that if parties do not agree, they cannot continue with their on-chain. Can continue with their on-chain, but with this system, it makes for forkless upgrade, and then you can make online upgrades and all that. So you'll be asking, what consensus does this stuff actually use? It uses the proof of work consensus, and everybody knows what proof of work is. Bitcoin pioneered it, and proof of work has proven to be one of the most secure algorithm. And then in the future, let me put this so that you understand. In the future, there are planning decentralized mining pools, so it's still under discussion. And there's something called sign mining. Now, many of us have heard cases where people they hijacked people's laptops. So it's called cryptojacking. So cryptojacking is where hackers hack into people's system, and they introduce malwares and botnets, and then they take these stuffs and start mining cryptocurrency, and it's not really good. So sign mining is that if you have a pixie, nobody will be able to mine a currency, whether you or any other person, if they don't have the private key to that particular system. So that's what the sign mining is for. And then introduce another thing which is called the reward lock. It's not like in traditional proof of work exchanges like Bitcoin. With the reward lock, miners, before, if miners just mine a coin, they take it to the exchange and then they sell it for fiat, right? Now, miners, they will not just be able to mine immediately they get it and they sell it. No, there will have to be a percentage that, okay, you have to keep it for a number of days. I think for the first 10 days, and over, you get 10% after 10 days, and then I think 100, there is a way it was structured. And it's good for the system because miners will not be able to come in and go out as they please. The next thing again is good for investors, because investors will know that there are not too much dumpings, and also for traders, so it's a predictable system of stuff. Now let's talk about interoperability. So it's built on Substrate, and it can actually interoperate with Polkadot ecosystems and products that are built on Polkadot ecosystems. So if this is Polkadot ecosystem, there is things like these are parachains. These are parachains. So you can, with the relay connector, with the relation or the relay connector, it can connect with other networks in the system. So with Polkadot, and then intelligent security with Polkadot, as well as proof of work security. So its economics, initially it was 21 million, but now it is 210 million of it. And then there's fee market. So the fee market, it makes it such a way that now you could, if you want to transact, they tell you that this is the amount you want to pay for other networks. But now the introduction of fee market makes it impossible to do that. One of the things is that unlike before, where the miner fees, everything goes to the miners, with the fee market there is the bonding of it, and the miners only get the base fee in the system. Now let's talk about the sustainability of this project. So it's introduced into the project for launching transaction and then treasury. So with this stuff, we can be able to build public goods that are actually sustainable for the future. If we want to maybe host a bounty or want to give grants to people, anything that will help the ecosystem with this treasury, that will be possible. Now, let's talk about some of the exchanges you can get these coins. You can get it on Hotbit, MCS, Bibox, Qtrade, and all that. And then some of the wallets that it supports, Polkadot.js, of which I will talk about I'll give a tutorial after this video, and Matt wallet also. And then let's talk about smart contracts in the system. Or we will not really go into. So the smart contracts in this stuff, they are different from Ethereum stuff. So Ethereum talks about state-based smart contracts, while for Kulupu it talks about actor-based smart contracts. I will not go into details as far as that is concerned. So guys, that is just a brief overview of the Kulupu network. It's a project that is revolutionizing the way we do proof of work since.